Alright everyone, welcome to Street City Studio. I'm Qui-Gon John, and in this video, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of gonna rush through this video a little faster than I was intending to. I kind of got a lot going on today. Got some things I gotta take care of. But in today's video, we're gonna talk a little bit about my favorite Star Wars acquisitions from this year. And there's been quite a few. And just to kind of pull some out and get through them here. I'm not going to probably pull out all the accessories and every piece for every figure, right? But old Paz Vizsla here was real high on that list, right? And in my opinion, even better than the Black Series because of this shield. Oh, there he goes. Oh no, I don't want to stand up. There we go. All right. But this figure was definitely a great figure with, you know, the blast effects for his gun and the blast effects on his jetpack, the shield, right? That's just a really good figure. All the little paint details and even like weathering on his boots there, right? You can see little metallic chips coming through and stuff. It's just really nice. It's a really thick, solid looking figure. It's bulky. And that note too, in that same vein, right? The Armorer. I would have liked to seen a little more from this figure, maybe. Right? Maybe this fur piece could be removable or swap out for a jetpack or something. But I mean, she wasn't the most active character, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But I definitely wanted to mention her because she's a great figure. Definitely happy to have her. Now, got Death Trooper. Now, I got this disassembled right now, but his little charging alcove, right? I'm not going to bother putting it back together right now because of the way I'm storing him. But he definitely came with some good stuff, right? Extra hands. Pull him out here. Right, came with extra hands. There's little feet booster rockets. Now, it's interesting to note, too, a lot of these rockets aren't identical color tones and stuff. I kind of get a kick out of it. I like that. Also, pretty high on that list. Oh, my gun fell out. That's okay. Here is Cara Dune. I got her pretty early in the year. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and put all their guns in their hands and stuff necessarily. Now, an honorable mention would be these Bo-Katan and her crew. But these figures, especially Axe Woves with his giant helmet, they could have been done a little better, I think. If they would have been done a little better, they'd have been in this list. But, move right on in. One of the figures that, again, it could be better, maybe. Right? But the Tuscan Warrior with the Massif is very high on my list. I would have liked to maybe seen another Massif in that pack for that price. Right. That's a very light packed box. And I kind of don't appreciate that, but I kind of get it. It's still very high on my list, so I won't complain too much. But who else we got? We got Black Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum's pretty high on my list. Now, for anybody that's been paying attention, you might notice I don't say this one's my favorite or this one's my favorite. I have a hard time picking an absolute favorite, right? But I can definitely tell you these guys, right, they're above some of these other ones. On that note, both of the Book of Boba Fett figures, the Morak and the deluxe version, are on my list. Both of them. But I do prefer the deluxe just a little more because of the pants. I like the pants better, but also because of the jetpack. That jetpack makes a big difference. Right, with the rocket and the jet, the booster jets. And even to the extent I don't normally buy doubles, but for that Boba Fett, I do have one still on card just for display like this. So he's definitely special amongst my collection because not too many people end up with a second backup still in the box somewhere. I would say, yeah, I'm gonna bring him in. This will be the last one, I think. Right, is this Luke set. Now, actually no. I should have that one other Luke. Where's my one other Luke? Well, he might be, I think I know where he is. Alright, so, my Grogu Rescue Luke is packed away behind some stuff. I'm not going to dig it out right now. But these two TV Lukes, right? The training scene Luke with the Grogu and the frogs. And the one that came with the cloak, right? And the belt buckle. The Star Cruiser rescue scene, right? So both of them are equally pretty high on my list, just like that Boba Fett, right? But I think the other Luke is slightly better. Right? This one doesn't hold a saber on his hilt, or a saber hilt on his belt, right? It doesn't come with a cloak. But he definitely came with a lot of nice accessories that tie into that show and all that, right? And so I don't want to ignore that. Because a lot of these accessories, like the mithril shirt or whatever, right? The little package, mithril. The Beskar shirt, right? So that comes with the little Yoda, right? The little Yoda lightsaber. Right? And so these new Lukes were much needed, I guess. I definitely felt like I needed them, even though I've got a small army of Lukes. And, you know, the Cloud City outfit, the Dagobah training outfit, the awards ceremony, the New Hope awards ceremony outfit with that yellow jacket, you know. Even with all those other Lukes, these ones are definitely, even though they're not from the original movies, they feel very much in line with Luke in the kind of stuff you would wear. It's just that much more, right? It's definitely in line with what I might see him wearing while he would be training. And that's what he was wearing while he was training. So that's what it is. I definitely wasn't a big fan of the CGI, especially in that first appearance. But the toys look fine, so. But I think those were definitely fit. I think those are the ones that really stood out to me this year. And actually, I know, like Cara Dune, she didn't come out this year, whatever. Right? So maybe she shouldn't count. But I think I did get her very early in the year. So for me, that counts. Right? Who's back here? The armor. Spread them out so we can see them a little bit. But I think those are definitely my top Star Wars figures that I grabbed this year. I did get the Millennium Falcon, that BMF, that big Millennium Falcon, and it's like 95% complete. So that should be on this list. But it's not a figure, and it's very hard to get in a shot. I could hold on one second. I'll pause it and give you a peek, maybe. It's kind of buried behind my Christmas tree here a little bit, but I love this thing. All right, and we're back here. But like I said, sorry to be rushing through this because I kind of am. Normally, I wouldn't try to cut it so short. I'd spend a lot more time talking about each figure, but I think I've spent a little bit of time on each of these figures already anyways, and I'll probably come back to them as we go along. Right? Anytime I do some photography or something, I'll definitely bring them back and talk a little bit about the figures as I'm playing with them and stuff. And being my favorite figures, you're definitely going to see these guys again. Right? They may get less attention depending on what kind of good toys are coming out next year in 2024, but we'll see. Right? We'll see. But I am going to wrap it up. If you guys want to check me out on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook at John Wayna. If you want to check out my toy photography on Instagram, check me out at Street City Toys. But otherwise, you guys have a great day. I appreciate you coming by. Keep playing with them toys, and I'll talk to you again real soon.